Hey loves, my name is Iphannie and this is the Iphanniebgentle podcast. Before we jump into today's episode, if you are over the age of 21, please grab you a glass of a wine or your favorite drinky drink and get real comfortable because I want to add a little bit of a drinking or sipping aspect to today's episode. I want you to either take a shot or a sip whenever you hear the word respect. Please remember to drink responsibly. If you are not over the age of 21, please bypass that first part. Now, let's get back to this episode. What's more important to you, loyalty or respect? Can there be loyalty with no respect? Can there be respect but no loyalty? I was having a conversation with a group of friends the other day, and the question of what's more important, loyalty or respect, came up. And to be honest, it was an even split in the responses. I had some friends who felt like loyalty was more important because if you're loyal to someone, you also respect them, while others felt like respect is more important because if you respect someone, then you will automatically be loyal to them. I believe if you respect someone, you'll be loyal to them, you'll be loyal to who they are and not to who you want them to be or what they can provide you. I have friends who are loyal to me and I to them. There are certain lines we will not cross. No matter what our differences are, we have enough respect for one another to stop while we are ahead. You ever get into an argument with someone you don't fuck with and you're hitting way below the belt because you just don't care about boundaries? But if you got into that same argument with one of your friends, you'll eventually agree to disagree and leave it at that because you don't want to degrade or disrespect your friend like that, especially because the basis of your friendship should be respect. Then there's the whole loyalty component where people like Krishan Rock, who is so loyal to Blueface that she has become volatile to herself. I mean, the girl done pulled out her own tooth because he said she done got a tooth and switched up. There are so many men and women who will go to the ends of earth just to prove that they are loyal to someone who continuously disrespects them. I was scrolling through Twitter where I came across a video where they had showed Krishan before she had met Blueface, and when I say it was a complete 180. She ran track, she was a beautiful girl and very well spoken. Compared to the videos of her now, it's quite crazy and scary what loyalty can do to someone. I'm not saying loyalty is a bad thing because we as humans have the urge to want to be loyal to someone and we want that loyalty in return, but when you're loyal to the wrong person, it can really tear you to shreds. There have been times where I lost myself because I was loyal to the wrong person, and I had to have a wake-up call that made me realize that I was loyal to a nigga that was not loyal to me. Sometimes it's really hard to have those tough conversations with ourselves because we're lost in the sauce. Most times, we're loyal to a fault, and the only person that tends to benefit from that loyalty is the person that we are loyal to. I mean, Krishan is a perfect example of a nigga being your downfall because prior to her being with him, there was a certain glow about herself. She carried herself a certain way. She never let her struggles in her life put a damper on her face. But once those two connected, her glow was gone. Now, of course, it's not all his fault. They're both adults, so it's important for both of them to take responsibility for the demise of their character. However, I do believe that when someone who is receiving the loyalty has no respect for the person who is giving the loyalty, they tend to take advantage of that person. A prime example of this is Chloe and Tristan. I love me some Chloe. I think her loyalty speaks for herself, and I hate the fact that people always hold the women accountable or responsible for a man's actions. She loves wholeheartedly and she's constantly trying to make it make sense when it comes to her family and her relationship with Tristan. But unfortunately, he is fighting to break free from their relationship just as hard as she is fighting for her family. Her loyalty may have gotten her 2 beautiful children, but it has also gotten her the brunt of the embarrassment and the ridicule. She may have loyalty, but he has no respect. While I did an interview where he said he prefers respect over loyalty because loyalty has a quicker expiration date. He said loyalty gets a lot of niggas in caskets carried by niggas they were loyal to. Respect won't get you killed because if they respect you, they won't touch you or your family, but someone can be loyal to you on Monday and on Wednesday, they're no longer loyal to you. I completely agree with that because we see a lot of people who are loyal to someone who, you find out that they're chilling with the ops, and when everything hits the fan, they flip on the person they were supposed to be loyal to. Now, there were people saying that they can either be Krishan or they could be Kanye in a relationship. Meaning they can be loyal to a fault and go crazy over you, or they can not give a fuck and act as though nothing bothers them. And I know I may have an unpopular opinion about this, but I don't think Kanye is as toxic as people make it seem. And I also don't think Kanye was a toxic one in that relationship. People made Kanye seem like he was preying on Kim and torturing her. And based on, what the public may have seen, I still completely disagree. There are so many people who don't understand Kanye because they just choose not to, or just because he's different. And because Kim is so open about her feelings on TV, they tend to emphasize or empathize with her more. I believe Kanye demands respect in any relationship he has, whether that be romantically or platonically. Respect is needed, and if there's no respect, then the relationship will not work out. And I believe that Kim did not respect Kanye, and that's what made them fall apart. I know y'all probably like, girl, what? But that's just my belief. So many people have said that they have overplayed their part trying to be loyal, and that was the demise of their relationship. And I believe that that is exactly what happened with Kim and Kanye, and we're seeing it happen all over again with Krishan and Blueface, just to a whole nother extreme. Of course, we only know and see what they show us, and as much as their relationship that we can via the media, because we're not a part of it. But that's just my little 2 cents on that. Cutting people off of your life or cutting people out of your life doesn't mean you hate them. It simply means you respect yourself. Not everyone is meant to stay. So, can loyalty survive without respect? I believe that loyalty can survive without respect. However, it will only be a one-sided relationship. There are people who don't care about having loyalty reciprocated. Is it an ideal relationship, seeing that relationships should be 100% from both parties? Absolutely not. Is it a healthy relationship worth having? Absolutely not. But again, everyone has their own idea of what a relationship, platonic or romantic, should look like. Can there be respect with no loyalty? Absolutely. I believe that you can have respect for someone, but there be no loyalty towards them. For example, you may not care to be friends with someone, but you respect who they are and let that be that. Again, I believe loyalty has everything to do with who you know, how you know that person, and who you know them to be, and not who you want them to be. With that being said, I prefer respect over loyalty because respect is there until someone is given a reason to no longer respect you, whereas people are only loyal to you when it benefits them. Once it no longer benefits them, their loyalty wavers. Some people are here for a season, and once you realize that, you tend to treat yourself with much more grace and respect. So I want you guys to remember a couple things, because I feel like this is kind of the way I've been living my life lately, and it's been working out great. So remember to respect your boundaries, respect your capacities, respect your priorities, respect your intuition, respect your journey, respect your worth, and respect your heart. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of the Iphanniebgentle podcast, and I wish you nothing but love and light and a trauma-free future, and I will catch you guys in my next episode. Besitos.